I'd like to welcome you all today for our press conference this afternoon. Those of you who are watching at home at Warriors.com, for those who may not know, my name is Tim Roy. I'm the voice of the 2015 NBA champion Golden State Warriors. Just wanted to establish that right off the top.
I like that. It's good.
It's got a nice ring to it. I want to acknowledge all the people that are here today. Well, first of all, of course, the Warriors' first-round draft pick with the number 30 pick, Kevon Looney of UCLA. Welcome.
Thanks for having me.
Warriors general manager Bob Myers. Good to see you, Bob.
Good to see you.
All right. We'll also welcome some of our guests today, including Kevon's parents, Kevin and Victoria down front, his agents, Aaron Goodwin and Todd Ramazar, and the head coach of the Golden State Warriors, Steve Kerr, here today as well. So we're here, and of course also on Twitter, we're going to take some of your questions at home, so please submit your questions to @Warriors, Ask Kevon, and again, ASKKEVON. So please do that with your hashtag. We'll try to get to a couple of those when we can. So first of all, tell me a little bit about draft night. It's got to be a nerve-wracking affair.
Last night at the draft, it was a long process. As a group in the green room, we got there probably 6 o'clock, and I sat there until about 10:30, so it was long, just waiting to hear your name. But when it finally got called, it was a dream come true.
So tell me a little bit about how did you find out that the Warriors were going to select you at number 30?
Well, I was sitting there waiting. I actually went to the back. I went to the bathroom to get some air. I've been sitting for a long time. I needed to stretch. And then my agent told me that I was going to play for the Warriors, and then they was actually going to pick me, so we went back out there. And I got my name called and got to shake the commissioner's hand, so it was great.
Bob, talk a little bit about the process for you last night in the war room, so to speak, and were there surprises for you coming down the stretch as it got closer to number 30?
We were surprised Kevon was there, pleasantly surprised. So the draft has always kind of been on that side of it, being in the green room. So you have to go into it with the idea of it doesn't really matter where you're picked. It matters what you do from that day on or that evening on. So if you're the first pick, it doesn't mean you made it. If you're the 30th pick or the 60th pick, it doesn't mean you didn't. It's up to the players. And so we've had great examples of players that have been picked in all different ranges. And we've seen that the number you're picked doesn't mean you're going to be successful or unsuccessful. So we were thrilled that Kevon was there. We'd heard great things from people that had grown up watching him in high school even, from people at UCLA, my alma mater. And so we're happy.
Not that had any influence whatsoever.
That was the main reason.
Yeah.
But no, it's we were hoping for him. I mean, we had Kevon rated way higher than 30 on our draft board, and so when he was there, it was an easy decision.
So how's it feel to be coming to the NBA champs?
It's amazing feeling. I watched them all year. I watched them make that magical run this year, and watched Steph Curry, one of my favorite players. So have a chance to go and play with these guys and learn from the best team in the league is an honor for me.
Averaged 11 points, over 9 rebounds last year at UCLA. You led all freshmen with double-doubles with 15. You were second team all Pac-12. What part of that experience do you think is going to help you make the transition?
Just coming in, me and the freshmen coming in at UCLA, learning from them guys, and just blending in with the team, and just being real coachable with that group, and just giving my all. It's something I can take to this level. I know I'm gonna be another young guy on a championship team. I know I have to listen and learn from the coaches and from the older players. So I think I did that at UCLA. I'm gonna take that here.
We have members of the media here today. If you have a question, raise your hand. We'll bring a microphone to you, and you can identify yourself and also where you are from. I'm going to start, though, with a question from Twitter. Let's get this one out of the way from Spencer, who wants to know, why did you choose the number 36?
Well, my number is really 5, but then somebody already took it. So 36, I just liked that number growing up, too. I never actually wore it, but it was a number I said if I couldn't get 5, that was going to be my second number.
Okay. We have a question.
Rusty Simmons from the San Francisco Chronicle. Kevon, I've read a lot that at UCLA you didn't showcase everything you can. Are there some things that you think you can do in the NBA that you weren't asked to do at the collegiate level?
Yes. In college, we had a great set of guards, and my main role was to rebound and knock down open shots. I think I'm a good playmaker. I can really make plays for others. I'm real versatile. I didn't have to show that, but it's something I've been working on my whole life, so I think I can take it to the next level.
Let's move on to another question from Twitter. Who is your favorite Warrior of all time?
My favorite Warrior of all time. I got a couple actually.
Okay.
Of course, Wilt, he scored 100. I liked the Baron Davis. I remember that team, watching them in the playoffs make that run. So Baron Davis was one of my favorites. I remember he had the dunk on Karolinko as a kid. That was amazing. And then Steph Curry. I mean, he's an exciting player to watch.
Look at that. He covered the alma mater and the reigning MVP all in one. So, any more questions right now for the media? Monty Poole is here.
Monty Poole, CSN Bay Area. Kevon, how closely did you watch the Warriors this season, and what do you know about this team going in?
I watched the Warriors all year this year, and especially in the playoffs. Being on the road in these hotels, I had nothing to do but watch basketball. So I watched the Warriors real closely. I know that they're a real unselfish team. They like to move the ball. They're real defensive-minded, and they're real versatile. They can go small sometimes. They can go big. So I think I can fit that mold. I see players out there like me, like Iguodala and Draymond Green, who can play a lot of positions. So I watched them a lot this year.
Bobby, you just talked about playing players that play different positions. Versatility has been a hallmark of the roster that the Warriors have right now. How do you see Kevon fitting in that part of the equation?
Well, exactly what you said. Being versatile, being able to play multiple positions. I think Coach Kerr did a great job of utilizing and maximizing the roster, whether that was players playing multiple positions on any given night or any different point of the season. He was very masterful at putting players in a position to succeed. It's a very unselfish offense, but it is an offense that flourishes on playmaking. It's not a lot of isolation basketball, and drafting a player like Kevon, who has a lot of different skill sets, really speaks to the way we play, the way we want to play. He could be out there playing. I could see him playing 5. I could see him playing 4-3. So that's the way we think the NBA is trending. Being able to employ multiple skill sets, and that's something that from being a point guard in high school even to being a 4-5 at UCLA, he's kind of run the gamut on positions, and coaches love that. I mean, coaches love guys that can be placed at many different positions, and Kevon's a great example of that.
From Justin wants to know, what can fans in the Bay Area expect from you this year?
Expect a great guy, somebody that's going to come in and learn. Hopefully I can make a contribution. I know I'm got a great team, great rotation. Just been looking forward to coming in and just learning from the guys. I'm somebody that's like to be big in the community. I like to show my face and help out with kids, so that's something you also can expect.
Outstanding. Questions from Nev?
Kevon, your rebounding numbers match up with some of the best in the nation. How did you develop those instincts, that hunger to go get the ball?
Rebounding is something I've always been good at, and it was always a form of offense for me. Just getting the ball and pushing it and just getting offensive rebounds is something I just love to do. Me being a skinnier guy, I always took it as a challenge to go down there with the bigger guys and get rebounds, and I became good at it.
With the Bay Area News Group, Kevon, you mentioned leaving the green room at one point. What was that moment like for you? Was it a difficult moment to kind of see the drop a little bit and have to wait that out?
It was a difficult moment. Just the fact that I was sitting there a long time. I mean, you see everybody get drafted, you just want to hear your name get called. But it happened for the best. I'm with the best team in the league, so I can't be more excited. I mean, God is good.
Another question from Twitter. Is there any particular player, current or past, that you have modeled your game after? Good question.
Growing up, my favorite players was Kobe, but in high school I watched a lot of old Tracy McGrady, and now I watch like Anthony Davis and like Kawhi Leonard, even Draymond Green.
There you go. I saw last night on your NBA bio, it says you were a lifetime Lakers fan. We will cure you of that, I'm sure. But what did Commissioner Silver say to you on the podium when you were drafted?
He said it's about time. It don't matter when you get drafted, it's where you get drafted, and it's and you with a great team.
And Bob, you can speak to that as well, because the fact that in this year's championship run, 2 players that were drafted 30 or later, Draymond Green and Festus Ezeli, were big parts of that championship run.
Yeah, absolutely. And we feel the same way about Kevon that we felt about those guys when we drafted him, that we feel like you're going to contribute. And both of those guys contributed in 3 years. They didn't contribute right away, but in 3 years they played in a game that helped us get a championship. So we hope and expect the same for you, but they did it about 100 yards away on the practice court. That's how they got better, and I know you'll do that as well. But yeah, we didn't. We feel like we got a player in Kevon that is going to be a big part of our future. There's no reason why he can't be, and I see a lot of our coaching staff out here. We're going to pass him off to them. Our job in the front office is over. Right? Steve's now goes to work with you and his staff, but I'm sure you'll work hard, and it'll be great for everybody.
Do you have interest outside of basketball?
Actually, in Milwaukee, I did a lot of coaching. So I coach. I'm supposed to come coach this year some AAU games. So hopefully I can talk to Steve Curry and get some plays from him.
We have any? Go ahead, Monty.
Kevon, and reading some of the reports, it sounds like you have so many physical ailments that you'd have a hard time walking. So could you clarify for us just how you feel and where that stuff comes from?
I actually feel good right now. I had suffered a hip injury when I first got to UCLA, and I played the whole season with it. And I went through the workouts with it, and I still can play now. I can play just fine. I can walk good. I'm not hurting right now. So, I'm gonna look at the doctors, telling me what they really want me to do. But this is an injury that I had, and I can actually play with, and I actually can do well with.
We have any more questions for the media? We have one more from Twitter. Wanted to know, what part of your game do you need to improve upon? You haven't even laced it up yet as a Warrior. They're already asking how you're going to get better.
I can improve in all aspects of my game. One thing I've been working on a lot this offseason is my shooting, getting more consistent with that, getting my body stronger. And that's probably the 2 biggest things I've been working on, but my whole overall game could use some tuning up and getting better at.
Before we get you on to the photo ops, and we have one more question, I believe, out in
The most important one.
Go ahead.
No, I saw that in the tape that I was watching, you guys played a lot of 3-2 zone, and you were at the top of that, wreaking havoc. How do you think that translates to man-to-man defense that you'll play in the NBA?
We played a lot of man too. For me, the zone was just, I think it helped me translate over because I had to hold smaller guys on the top of that zone. I had to chase around people and I had to cover a lot of ground. That's something I'm going to have to do in the NBA, chase around people, cover ground, and I learned how to use my length on defense. So that's something I could take to the next level.
2 final questions. One from Twitter. It says, how excited are you to play in the Loudest arena in the NBA?
I'm really excited, man. We had good fans at UCLA. Now to come to the best fan base in the NBA is gonna be crazy, and I can't wait to play my first game and hear the loud crowd.
I want you to talk about a minute. Your parents are here. Talk a little bit about their support, because they're part of this journey as well, and what it's meant to you, and what it was like for them yesterday.
It was a proud moment for me. My parents been there my whole life. They done seen me do good. They done seen me do bad, but they always supported me and loved me. And for me to be able to share that moment with them was an amazing experience that I'll never forget.
Welcome to the Bay Area. Welcome to the Golden State Warriors.
All right, thank you.